Will be against Bourg-en-Bresse. So here we go. Cedevita, Olympia Ljubljana in green, and Buducnost Volley Podgorica in white. Round 2 of the top 16 of the 7 Days Euro Cup. These players know each other very, very well indeed, because of their Adriatic League meetings. And here we go, round 2 of the top 16 of the 7 Days Euro Cup. And the home side in the opening tap. Blasic. Can't get the ball into that low post. And Jared Jones comes out. Here is Jared Jones. Well, that will please him no end, because he got 1 point and 4 rebounds in last week's game. He's already tripled that number tonight. Justin Cobbs. Defended by Kendrick Perry. Well, looking for the foul there, not getting it. And Jared Jones the rebound. Jones, a Hungarian-American, naturalized Hungarian. Well, that's wide open. And a huge rebound there by Willie Reed. Soared above his opponent. Well, looking for the foul, perhaps. Melvin Ejim didn't get it, but someone else did. No, just out of bounds. So 12 on the shot clock, reminded by the referee. Reed. Justin Cobbs. Oh, that's too easy. Great penetration by Amedeo Della Valle. Made his first game in the Euro Cup for Buducnost last week, having played 2 earlier in the season for Gran Canaria. Blasic. Well, no offensive rebound, not quite anyway, by Edumiric. Cobbs tied up in the corner, and on the fade, and the rebound, Kendrick Perry. Good transition break from Buducnost. Defensive break, that is, and the foul. First foul of the game. Committed by Amedeo Della Valle. Yeah, lost his man and then immediately acknowledged the lapse. Interesting situation at Gran Canaria, only those 2 games. He got 15 points a game in those 2, and he got 15 last week as well. Consistency. Again, Willie Reed, the rebound, but he lost it. Great scrambling. And Mikael Hopkins, 27-year-old American. Pretty easy too, although he had to work hard to get the rebound, but an uncontested 2 eventually. There we go, 2 Buducnost players getting in each other's way. Cobbs. Jim, good footwork, and well, Willie Reed got a fingertip to it, but couldn't hang on to it. Kendrick Perry, Blasic into that low post. Oh, great spin move. Della Valle was left for dead on the floor almost. And 2 points there for Edumiric. Great physical battle in there. Maybe a bit of a mismatch in that low post. Della Valle out-heighted considerably. And he's again looking to make amends. Oh, lovely, well, almost a lovely give and go. There's Blasic on the break. Another great offensive rebound by Mikael Hopkins. And he missed it, and there was a foul on the play. And it's against a Ljubljana player. A cedevita player, rather. Great battle on the boards. Hopkins against Reed. Wow. Jaka Blasic picked up his first foul. He was involved in a foul situation earlier on, but obviously not accredited to him. Danilo. Oh, rebounding by Melvin Ejim. And the two. Great offensive rebounding by Buducnost. And Justin Cobbs makes the home side pay. Blasic. Well, Blasic lost the dribble. Here's Cobbs. And that's a foul to stop the break by Kendrick Perry. Referees looking at each other, you know. Was there an attempt for the ball there? That's what Justin Cobbs is querying. Here we go. Can you call that an attempt for the ball? I don't think Justin Cobbs can. The referees are talking about it, you know. They definitely are. In an attempt to stop the break, Kendrick Perry just body checked Justin Cobbs. Well, the referees decided it was just a personal. Cobbs. Della Valle for three. To give visitors the lead. Great penetration there from Cobbs and found the open player. Here's Perry. Hopkins. Well, somewhat fortuitously got the rebound there. Perry wide open for three, and well, another offensive rebound for the home side, and Kendrick Perry nails the three to regain the lead for Cedevita. Here's Cobbs. Nikolic into Ejim. Ejim is fouled. Fouled by Edo Muric. Little tete-a-tete there. Danilo Nikolic. Not enthralled by the contact there. Actually, it was Melvin Ejim. Was there a little push there afterwards? No. Handbags, as they say. Ejim, foot on the line. And a massive rebound by Mikael Hopkins. Blasic, yet to get firing really, Jaka Blasic. Won't take him long though, I'm sure. Well, he bounced it on his own foot then. Second turnover by Jaka Blasic. That's Justin Cobbs. No sign yet of Nikola Ivanovic. Cobbs backup guard. Travel, yep. Easy call there for the official. Here we go, 1, 2, 3. Possibly a little extra one as well. Jared Jones inbounds. Kendrick Perry slows things down for Cedevita. Oh. Nikolic seemed to hang then in the air. That is, of course, impossible, but there was the illusion. Ejim inside, almost lost the dribble. Nikolic. Della Valle. Della Valle. Back of the rim. Nervous start for both sides. Remember, the home side lost last week. The visitors won comprehensively. Cedevita can win this and keep their unbeaten home record. They both go one-on-one. Blasic. That'll get him inspired. He was really wide open as well. Buducnost daring him to score, or daring him to shoot, and he needed no second invitation. 13-8. Home side lead. Timeout. Buducnost volley Podgorica. For the two teams in this group, Virtus Bologna and Bourg-en-Bresse play tomorrow. Let's see if we can't hear what Petar Mijovic, coach to Buducnost, is saying. No, we can't. I think the rule is that the coaches can decline the invitation to be heard if they so desire. Joseph Basang, they're just discussing the situation with his co-officials Mikola Ambrosov and Gentian Sici. There's Blasic. The valet said, well, go on then, shoot, and he did. Yeah, Della Valle said, well, okay, you're not going to do that again. 13-8, Cedevita against Buducnost. A couple of days' time, they'll play each other again in the Adriatic League. Cobbs still at the point. Della Valle. Nikolic. And Willie Reed, well, got one hand on it. Got a second hand on it, but not two at the same time. Perry. Defended by Cobbs. Blasic. Yeah, Della Valle is forewarned now. Blasic is fouled by Willie Reed. Willie Reed from the University of St. Louis. When I saw the name Willie Reed, I thought, what? Surely not. No, no relation to the great Willis Reed, one of the 50 greatest NBA players. 10 years at the Knicks, Willis Reed. Oh, that's a simple pass inside there. Blasic. Was it touched? It was indeed. We'll give that a shot block there. There's Cobbs again. Cobbs defended by Kendrick Perry. Cobbs looking for the foul. Nikolic. Easy rebound for Kendrick Perry. Had a great shooting game last week. Buducnost against Bourg-en-Bresse. Not so tonight as yet, though. Perry off the glass and misses. My word, that's a well-drawn foul. And Justin Cobbs saying, surely you're not going to give me an offensive foul there, ref. And Mikhail Hopkins drawn into the foul. Drawn, I say, suckered, really. Luka Mitrovic on for Buducnost. Former Crvena Zvezda, Bamberg, Murcia, Manresa and Hapoel Jerusalem player. Luka Mitrovic. And Alan Hodgson in for Cedevita, number 20. Ticking down to the 2.5-minute mark. Cobbs inside. Good team rebounding by Cedevita. Here's Perry. Well, I'm not sure what Mikhail Hopkins was thinking about doing there, but he had to let the ball go, otherwise he would have travelled. Now we have Nikola Ivanovic on number 2 for Buducnost. That's a lovely left-handed move from Mitrovic. 1.3 points a game. He's already improved his average. Perry. 2 minutes remaining, first quarter. And it goes to Hopkins. Well, that's a foul. Justin Cobbs. Well, he drew a foul brilliantly a few minutes ago, and now he's on the receiving end. Coming in for Buducnost is Dragan Apic, another former Crvena Zvezda player, also played for Lokomotiv Kuban, number 8 for Buducnost. Neither team can break the game open in these early stages. Low scoring affair so far. Perry is the 74% free throw shooter. That makes him 14 from 20 now, which is exactly 70%. Averaging 17.1 points a game, 22 last week, 4 rebounds and 5 assists. Didn't miss from the foul line last week, but has missed 1 from 2 tonight. So Cobbs and Ivanovic on at the same time. Here is Ivanovic. Oh, great hesitation on the dribble, that is. Well, this is, if they score there, that would have been a scramble too, indeed. Perry. Cedevita playing without Blasic at the moment. Their leading scorer, Muric. Left-handed shot is rimmed in and out. And the rebound. Did they score off that? Not quite. And there's a foul on the play. Well, a good offensive rebound for Cedevita, but they couldn't make the most of it. And Dimic. It's his foul. Ziga Dimic. Former Kabelis player, Dimic, rather. And on for Buducnost, Peter Popovic. 8 points and 2 rebounds in last week's game, and here he is on the foul line. He's only a 63% free throw shooter, though. Nice smooth action, though. Shooting from behind his head, almost. Watch how far back behind his head he takes it, the lefty. Yep. Well, only 1 from 2, though. Luka Rupnik. 1 point last week, Rupnik, in that defeat. Here's Rupnik again. Well, is he going to get a drop? Not quite. Rebound there by Melvin Ejim. 40 seconds remaining, first quarter. Ivanovic off balance. And the rebound grabbed by Apic. And Melvin Ejim ties the scores. Ejim, rather. Great offensive rebounding from Buducnost. Shot clock and game clock differ by 6 seconds. Cedevita in the penalty. Muric. Well, that's poor dribbling skills from him. And Buducnost opportunity to go in front, which they do towards the end of the first quarter. Mitrovic there laid it up. And Rupnik, an offensive foul. No, it's a blocking foul. But Buducnost not in the penalty. Ivanovic there smiles and thinks, yeah, definitely a blocking foul. Lateral movement by the number 2 for Buducnost. 1.9 seconds remaining. And Jaka Blasic back in with under 2 seconds remaining in the first quarter. His team trailing for the first time tonight. Got to get a shot away, quick shot, and Blasic. Well, he got a shot away. Wasn't too far away, but he did miss. So, Buducnost by 2 after 10 minutes. Yeah, confirmation. Willie Reed there, yet to score. 2 rebounds. The big 30-year-old American. What a shame about the COVID situation. This magnificent Stoici Arena in the Slovenian capital. Buducnost, a 2-point lead at the end of that first quarter. Ryan Brown, number 15 for Cedevita. 8.9 points a game, but only 4 points last week in that loss at Bologna. Ivanovic tries to take Rupnik on. Popovic. I think that was a shot. Not a very good one. May have been in 2 minds there, Peter Popovic. Jaka Blasic. Oh, that was a giveaway. And on the break, good two, perhaps. Well, an unsportsmanlike foul, yeah. Now, it doesn't matter whether there was an attempt for the ball or not. If it's a very heavy foul, heavy contact, which this is from behind. Yep, there was an attempt for the ball, but the contact was a little too aggressive, let's say. So unsportsmanlike foul, 2 shots, and possession for Buducnost. I'm not sure it was Luka Rupnik who got the foul from behind. There was a lot of contact. The referees are going to look now. I think they're going to give the foul to the big guy. Who committed that foul? Let's have a look at the referees consulting the monitor now just to check that they got the foul correctly nominated. I think it was Zigadimic in number 27, easily recognizable by his big beard. It wasn't Ryan Brown. I don't think he was anywhere near it. Important this, to get the foul against the correct player. Where did he come from? Anyway, Melvin Ejim, 29-year-old Canadian national team player, will be on the foul line. Man from Iowa State. 14 points, 8 rebounds and 3 assists in game 1. That rout against Bourg-en-Bresse. The Albanian referee just explaining to Melvin Ejim that, well, there's no doubt it was unsportsmanlike. It was heavy contact. Did they get the right player? Melvin Ejim, an 89% free throw shooter, 32 from 37 now. No problem with the second, and possession to Buducnost. Lead by 3. So 6 points without reply, and more to come perhaps for Buducnost. Almost good hands there from Jared Jones. Ivanovic. You cannot doubt the confidence of Ivanovic. And right on cue, thank you very much, Nikola Ivanovic, on the fade. And what's more, 17.6 points a game for the backup guard for Buducnost, back up to Justin Cobbs. Rupnik, well, responds with a 3. Rupnik, that's his first score. And then he asked the referee to slow things down. Can I tie my laces up, ref? Yeah. So it's back to a 1-point game. Cedevita Olimpia Ljubljana, of course, amalgamated with Cedevita Zagreb a couple of seasons ago. And what's the referee Dasang checking here? It was definitely a 3, I think. It's a contradiction of terms, isn't it? Edo Muric wants to get back in for Cedevita. Yeah, given us a 2. Well. Muric back in, number 8 for Cedevita. And Luka Mitrovic waiting to inbound for Buducnost. Peter Popovic finds Nikola Ivanovic, defended by Luka Rupnik. Such confidence from Nikola Ivanovic. What's the expression? Shoot on sight. This one's Sajovic inside. Oh, great hands. Apic there stole the ball. But Cedevita stole it back. Who's got it? Ivanovic taps. Will we get an assist for that? I'm not sure, but that's a wonderful pass from Nikola Ivanovic. He saw Popovic ahead of him and just tapped it to him. I think he will get an assist for that. Timeout. Cedevita Olimpia Ljubljana. Here we go. Here's Ivanovic. Watch that tap. There we go. Bat it down the floor. And Peter-Popovic, yeah, the easy job. Timeout Cedevita. In that trail by 6. Time, one might suspect, for Jaka Blasic to make some kind of statement here. 18.5 points a game so far for Blasic, but just 3 tonight. Jaka Blasic has continued his scoring spree of scoring a 3-pointer in the last 5 games. At least one 3-pointer, that is. But he scored at least 15 points in his last 5 games, and tonight hasn't really got firing. A couple of turnovers as well. In fact, 3 turnovers for the number 11, Jaka Blasic, 30-year-old national team player. There he is. Looking rather relaxed, considering his team is trailing by 6. 4 in for Buducnost is Suad Sajovic, older brother of Sead Sajovic, who plays for Mornar Bar. I think they both played for Buducnost at the same time recently. Now they're split. Edomiric. Rupnik. Can't get Rion Brown into it. Still can't. Brown picks up a loose ball and still misses. Blasic can't get the rebound. Nothing dropping as yet for Rion Brown. And indeed, for his teammates. Some up-court pressure from Cedevita. Peter-Popovic handles the presser with consummate ease. Ivanovic loses the ball. Almost stole it back. Rupnik. Well, the bench called out and one. They didn't get a... Oh, should have scored the first one, missed it. And eventually, Dražan Apic fouled Žiga Dimec. Yeah, that's how to treat a situation where you're called for a foul and you don't agree with it. Just grin. Žiga Dimec has only been the foul line 3 times this season, or had 3 attempts, made 1 of them. No problem this time. 3.8 points a game. Played in Germany and Lithuania. Indeed, another Eurocup team, Lietkabelis, who didn't make the top 16. The rebound is bobbling around there, but eventually drops into the hands of Dražan Apic. He'll be grateful for that stat because it was his foul. Ivanovic looking for the foul. There's a foul on the play, and I think it's called offensively. Ryan Brown looking quizzically at the official there. Yeah, he just stood there outside the no-charge circle, or what used to be called the no-charge circle. Good defense from Ryan Brown. Look at the amazement on the face there of Petar Mijovic. The first foul by Nikola Ivanovic. Second foul indeed. Rupnik finds Blasic. Rupnik inside. Well, I was about to say Blasic was wide open for the 3, but no matter, because Edomiric buried the 3 instead. It's 5 points now to Edomiric. Ivanovic. Foul Rupnik. And he knows he's going to the bench on his second foul. And Kendrick Perry replaces him. Ivanovic defended by Perry. Good hands. Oh, what a scramble. What a scramble there from Edomiric. Sliding And eventually he got the loose ball and the foul there. Peter Popovic, uncompromising foul, let's say. Determined not to get the ball or allow the ball into that low post. Yeah, there's the foul. You reckon there was some dissent for the ball there? Zoran Nikolic, man who grew up in Spain for the Girona club. Number 19 for Buducnost. Blasic has made one from that distance. Hopkins back in. Oh, lovely bounce pass. And somehow Cedevita kept possession. 4 on the shot clock. Perry inside, off the glass. It came off the glass, but it missed. Sejovic. Mitrovic. Back to Sejovic at the point. Justin Cobbs. And they're playing a 3-guard offense now. Buducnost. Well, Mitrovic thought he got his elbow tapped there, but that was rather a speculative shot with his left hand. Kendrick Perry. Blasic. Travel by Blasic. Good defense there from Peter Popovic, was determined not to foul. And nothing happening, or very little happening for Jaka Blasic, so he goes out. And he's replaced by Alan Hodzic. And Coach Galamach having quite a word with Jaka Blasic there. 4th turnover by Blasic is Justin Cobbs. Popovic comes off Nikolic's screen. Oh, off-balance three-pointer by Peter Popovic. This is the three-point shooting that emblazoned the game last week at Bourg-en-Bresse. Only 4 three-pointers compared to 5 for the home side. It feels like more. Here's Perry, double-teamed initially. Hopkins. Hopkins off the glass. Well, nothing is dropping for Cedevita. They're taking good shots, but none of them, or few of them, are going in. Over halfway through this second quarter. It's a 5-point lead for the visiting side. Cobbs. Popovic wide open again. Popovic for 3. Peter Popovic makes his 8th point. Timeout again. Cedevita need to talk things over. And a very unhappy Jurisa Galamach, coach to Cedevita. Oh, come on, guys. Let's play some defense. Or at least let's score at the other end, perhaps. It's a 7-point lead now for Buducnost Volley Podgorica. Remember the situation in the top 16 as we watched a 3-pointer from Popovic. Nice pass from Justin Cobbs. The situation in the top 16 is, well, you've got to look after your home games, but you can get a couple of road wins or even one road win. So valuable because only 6 games in the top 16 for each team. If you go 2-0, you have a distinct advantage, not just on the scoreboard or on the stats, but psychologically as well. If you can get a home win and an away win in weeks 1 and 2, and it's looking pretty hunky-dory for you. Referee's again looking at the monitor here. I think it was definitely a 3 for Peter Popovic. So I can't think what they're looking at here. Always good to check, though. So 29 plays 30, 29 plays 21. And 5 from 9 from 3-point range for the home side. Sorry, the away side, and 5 from 14 from 3-point range for the home side. I have no idea what the referee said to Coach Jurisa Galamach there. Well, it was given as a 2. Now, which was the 2? Yeah, I think the referee's saying that He initially signalled a 3, and they're just checking that. I think the 3 was for Cedevita, and they've downgraded it to a 2. We'll just check on that one. But with under 4.5 to go in the first half, it's an 8-point lead for Buducnost Volley Podgorica. We have the Frenchman, a man from Ukraine, and an Albanian controlling this game. So after the cedevita timeout, that's their second timeout. Now, what are we looking at here? I think that's definitely a 3 for Edo Muric. From where I'm standing anyway, or sitting rather. That's definitely a 3 from Popovic. So 5 3-pointers for each team. But the visitors shooting a much better percentage. Alan Hodic back in for the home side. As indeed is Jared Jones. Kendrick Perry, he and Blasic need to get firing. So too Ryan Brown, and the rebound, the flying rebound there for Hodic coming in. No one boxed him out. And coming out of a timeout, that'll do cedevita a lot of good. Justin Cobbs. Cobbs looking for the foul, not getting it. That's good team rebounding again. Hopkins got a hand on it and tipped it to a teammate. Perry taken inside and nothing off the glass. That's so many layups that cedevita have missed. Sejovic brings it out and hands off to Justin Cobbs, who gets a blocking foul. Well, no, one referee's called offensive, the other has called defensive. And the lead referee is Joseph Bisang. He's called offensive. The referee's looking now. I think that has to be offensive. No wonder Alan Hodges looks surprised. Yep, definitely an offensive foul. Referees don't often overrule a colleague. And they both called it instantly, or simultaneously rather. Ryan Brown. Oh, that's a poor pass from him. And the foul as well. Poor play from Ryan Brown. Where is the Ryan Brown we saw at some stages last season? Well, there he is. He's on the bench now. Jaka Blasic back in. Coach Golomatch wheeling and dealing here, trying to find the right combination, trying to find a few layups perhaps. Successful layups, that is. Ivanovic. Sorry, it's Popovic. Popovic, good defense from Hopkins. And Popovic was looking for a blind pass there, I think. Kendrick Perry, well, they've stopped the bleeding, but haven't done anything at the other end. cedevita. Perry. Jared Jones fouled, well-drawn foul. He made Melvin Ejim foul him. And his first though, Ejim. Jared Jones, 8.5 points a game. Just 1 point last week for the number 21 for cedevita. Tonight he's on 3 points. One shot from the arc. And here he is on the foul line. 72.7%. Man with a Hungarian passport. Coach Golomatch looking a tad happier, perhaps. Jared Jones from Ball State University in Indiana. 2 from 2. So 4 without reply for cedevita. And almost a steal from Kendrick Perry. Casual play from Cobbs. Looking for the foul, not getting it. Oh, lovely fake. That's a well-earned 2. It all came from a sublime fake from Amedeo Della Valle. Look at it, watch this fake. Up we go. What's the old saying? Even the popcorn seller took that. If there were indeed a popcorn seller in this Stoici arena, which of course there isn't. Perry into the corner. They can't buy a score, but they can buy a rebound and they can buy a turnover. Della Valle waits for the cavalry to arrive. Della Valle for 3. Oh, the rebound, my word. Melvin Ejim there, great positional play. Well, actually, my mistake is Willie Reed. Easy rebound for Reed there. And the biggest lead, not quite the biggest lead of the game. It's a 7-point lead. Blasic for 3. Will that inspire Jaka Blasic? It inspired the bench. At last, I was about to say Gollum has something to smile about, but he restrained Justin Cobbs. Yeah, was that a foul? It was indeed, offensive foul. Dipped his shoulder. So 2 offensive fouls against Justin Cobbs. Watch this dip of the shoulder there. Good defense from Kendrick Perry. Cobbs disputing the foul, perhaps, politely. Possibly because it's his 3rd. Coach Petar Mijovic there remonstrating with Justin Cobbs. Perry inside, he's fouled. Now, Willie Reed. Pick on someone your own side, Willie. Or was it Ivanovic? Yeah, a little, well, yeah. Hand on the backside and a reach as well. That's definitely a shooting foul. So dangerous times for Buducnost. They have led by 8. Now it's only 4. It may soon be 2. Kendrick Perry, a 74% free throw shooter. Well, he rattled the rim, but it dropped in. That's his 5th point. 17.1 points a game normally. 2 from 2, so it's back to a 2-point game. With a minute and a half to go in the first half. Ivanovic. Cobbs is out now. Here's Sejovic. This is better defense from Cedevita. It certainly is. Della Valle. Oh, didn't get the drop now. Who knocked it out of bounds? It was Muric. So possession end line to Buducnost. New 14 for them. Della Valle to inbound. Bit of wrestling in there. Here's Reed. Della Valle. Oh, huge rebound. Where on earth did Danilo Nikolic come from? Well, he came from a long way behind the arc. Great offensive rebound for Nikolic. Kendrick Perry. Perry for 3. Perry for 3. It'll rattle the rim, but it dropped in. Timeout, Buducnost. It's just a 1-point game now with 42.5 seconds remaining in the first half. Great comeback from Cedevita Olimpia Ljubljana. They trail by 8 at one stage, but this 3-pointer now makes it just a 1-point deficit. Timeout call by Petar Mijovic, a 38-year-old Montenegrin, coaching Buducnost. Remember, Buducnost led by 2 at the beginning of this quarter. They led 16-14. They have led by 8 at some stage during this second quarter, but now it's just 33-34. They have a 1-point lead. And you might say that Cedevita not really firing on all 4 cylinders. Kendrick Perry 9 points, Jaka Blasic 6, Jared Jones 5, and Edo Muric 5 points for Buducnost. Amedeo Della Valle 7, Petar Popovic 7. their leading scorers. They're sharing the ball around a lot. Buducnost. Only two of their players who've been on the floor have yet to score. One player yet to go on the floor. That's Fedor Zukic. 44, but then again, he's only 17. Ivanovic at the point for Buducnost. Ivanovic pulls up for the jumper, and the rebound is Jaka Blasic. Here's Kendrick Perry. Shot clock and game clock not quite synchronized. Just a 1 second difference between them. Perry looking for the last shot of the half, perhaps. Defended by Ivanovic. Perry on the fade. There's the shot clock buzzer and indeed the game clock buzzer as well. So it's a 1 point game. Buducnost Volley Podgorica lead Cedevita Olimpia Ljubljana by 1. Fascinating game here at the Stojic Arena in the Slovenian capital. Remember, the home side lost last week. Visiting side won. They're saying ready to get us underway for the second half. Justin Cobbs, 3 points to him so far. Stats index at -1. He'll want to improve on that as well. It's Cobbs. 3 fouls to Cobbs, and the foul there. Kendrick Perry, well drawn by Justin Cobbs. Cobbs got 2 offensive fouls in that first half. It's easy to think that those 2 offensive fouls may have gone the other way, but they were pretty easy fouls to call for the referee. Pretty obvious fouls, that is. Cobbs defended by Jared Jones. Shot clock on 6. Cobbs and the easy rebound, or rather easy possession for Jared Jones. Now the Cedevita bench have definitely woken up there, applauding the defense, and they have an opportunity to go in front. They were behind by 8 at one stage in the first half. Here's Jaka Blasic. Jones has hit 1-3, make it 2. So, instant offense from Jared Jones, catch and shoot. 1 point last week, different game this week though. That's his 8th point. Della defended by Jaka Blasic. Cobbs working hard to get open. Nice fake. Della and the rebound, Jared Jones. Kendrick Perry. Confident start for Cedevita. Jones in the post, losing the ball. Poor dribbling skills from Jones. And on the break, well, easy 2 for Amadeo Della Valle to tie the scores. Poor turnover for Jared Jones. We won't give Buducnost a steal on that. It was a loss. Well, I've only been a statsman on a few occasions in my career. I'm not sure whether... Well, I'm not sure what Jaka Blasic was thinking about there. Well, I think he was thinking about pulling the foul. Hesitation from Cobbs, defended by Perry. Finds Nikolic wide open for a 3. That restores the lead for Buducnost. Rather angry-looking coach Vinkovic there, but should be pleased with that distribution of the ball. He said that they need to share the ball more. There was a good sharing of it there. Perry. Dazzling footwork from Perry, and the 3. Mikael Hopkins, lead is back with Cedevita. My apologies, it's tied. Ejim finds Della Valle inside to Willie Reed. Nice floating shot. Good combination there for Buducnost. An angry coach, Jurisa Golomac. Dare I say, this game has wire written all over it. Jared Jones, no way through. the foul. Della Valle well drawn by his opposite number, Yuri Jakoblasic. 2 fouls, Della Valle. This on his 3rd Euro Cup game of the season. Started it with Gran Canaria. Blasic, Jared Jones. If I had a criticism of Cedevita in the first half, they didn't share the ball at all well. Look at Blasic. Jared Jones, lovely fake. Not this time, and a huge rebound by Willie Reed. He looked at the referee, then thought a travelling call was coming. Now Micah Hopkins knocks the ball out of bounds. Yeah, he gave the referee a clue there. He knew it had come off his hand, and he looked at the referee hopefully. The referee didn't take the fake, so to speak. Watch him look at the referee there. Yeah, he knew. We've got a match, just having a word with our Albanian official here. Are you sure? Yes, absolutely positive. Cobbs. Nikolic is fouled. Jared Jones, just his first foul. Yeah. Almost got the steal. Della Valle. That's his opposite number, number 11. Jakoblasic. Nikolic for 3. In and out. And a good grab by Kendrick Perry. Willie Reed thought he got a rebound there, and Perry said, "Oh, I'll have it." Jared Jones almost lost the dribble again. Yeah, Micah Hopkins directing the play there, telling the ball handler to put it back to the point. Shot clock on 5. Kendrick Perry got a fire up from a long way out, and he's fouled. It's a 3-shot foul. Now that is not a smart foul. Fouling a player so far from the hoop there, so late in the shot clock as well. And Willie Reed wants to make a point to the official, but it was a pretty easy call. Here we go. Yeah, tapped his elbow. Both elbows, in fact. Kendrick Perry on the foul line. 9 points so far, 3 from 4 from the line. And still, oh, Melvin Ejim there having a little junter to the official. Opportunity to tie the scores again. In fact, an opportunity to go 1 in front if he hits the next 2. First man in double figures tonight, even though Amadeo Della Valle is quite close on 9 points. Oh, he stays on 10 points. Kendrick Perry. 3 rebounds, 4 assists, and 10 points for a PIR of 13, which is the best in the game. No problem with the first or the third. Cobbs. Della Valle with Pendry chasing him all over the floor. Nikolic. That's a 2. Oh, great rebound, Willie Reed. Such great upper body strength, and he almost converted it as well. Micah Hopkins grateful for a defensive rebound there. Kendrick Perry takes it inside. Finds a 3-point shooter in Edo Muric. Muric, 8 points now, 2 from 4 from the arc. Great pass from Perry. Ejim finds Willie Reed. Justin Cobbs looks for Reed inside, I think. No, he's fouled on his way to the bucket. Is it a shooting foul? The entire Cedevita starting 5 saying it's on the floor, ref. Second foul on Hopkins. Now, where's the foul? He's in the act of shooting. No, it wasn't. Nikolic. Cobbs. Cobbs inside. That's goaltending. Yeah, on the way down. Score's tied again. Cobbs goes inside and shot blocker came off the glass. Can't touch it. So it's a no. Cedevita with a 1-point lead. An angry coach Mijovic. Blasic uses Jones as a fake screen. There's Jones, well, Hopkins, well, a fiery character. You got Hopkins. Got 4 fouls in 20 minutes last week in that loss. And from Georgetown University. Stays on the floor though. Hopkins 5 points, 7 rebounds, with 2 turnovers now. I don't think Coach Golomatch thinks there was a deflection there, does he?
Not that one, hey, take another ball. Give me the ball, give me the ball, give me the ball.
Someone's found the ball.
Clean the ball and we play with this one, finish.
Don't worry, we've got plenty of basketballs here. We'll use this one. When it's dry, that is. Make sure that's dry, says referee Basang. Not sure that kissing the basketball is to be advised. Cobbs. Ticking down the 4.5-minute mark remaining in the third. He's going to blast this game open. Cobbs uses Reed as a pick. Justin Cobbs pulls up and gives the visiting side the lead that they enjoyed at half-time. It's just a 1-point lead for Buducnost. Kendrick Perry. You can almost taste the nervousness out there. Gerard Jones. Hopkins. Jaka Blasic. Is he going to fire up? You bet he is. Jaka Blasic misses, and Reed keeps the rebound alive. That's terrific defensive rebounding from Willie Reed. Averages 6.9 rebounds a game, and that was one of his better ones. Oh, lovely pass inside, and at the other end, Reed is fouled. The attempted alley-oop is successful, and he's gotten the foul line. There's the pass from Cobbs. A little bounce pass. It wasn't an alley-oop, my mistake, but it was a dunk. And the foul, Edo Maric. Under the circumstances, a 3-point lead is pretty big. Ryan Brown back in. Needs to do something to restore his reputation, perhaps. Ryan Brown. Willie Reed. Well, faded on the foul line. You don't often see that. Well, if you do see it, it probably means a missed foul shot. Gerard Jones, no pass in. Hopkins holds the ball like a tangerine. Perry. Well, this is good ball distribution. And the rebound. And the 2. Well, the shot clock buzzer went, and 1 or 2 of the Buducnost players stopped. But Edo Maric got the rebound and converted it. Back to where we were at half-time, ticking down to the 3-minute mark in the third. Here's Cobbs. No sign yet of Ivanovic. Cobbs understudy at the point. Cobbs finds Della Valle for no points. Great boxing out from Gerard Jones. Got his man on his back and kept him there. Inside, Maric. Jones follows up and, well, somehow Cedevita keep possession. 10 on the shot clock. Maric for 3. Maric for no points on the rebound. Justin Cobbs makes love to the ball and says, I'm having that. Della Valle inside. He's fouled. Oh, looking for the... Yeah, it'll be 2 shots. And look at the face of Yurisa Golomatch there. My word, what's the expression? If looks could kill. Well, Mikhail Hopkins not saying anything as he walks past the coach. No eye contact there. Third foul, Mikhail Hopkins. And Luka Rupnik back in. Della Valle hasn't missed a foul shot in his 3 games so far this season. He's now 6 from 6. First one tonight, though. First player in double figures for the visiting side. Cedevita in the penalty as well. And Buducnost, 3 fouls to give. Or 2 fouls to give, rather. Very confident pass there. Ryan Brown for 3. That'll spark him, I'm sure. He ties the scores at 49s. Ryan Brown at last troubles the scoreboard. Ejim. Della Valle. Under 2 minutes, third quarter. Della Valle defended by Ryan Brown. Cobbs. Della Valle for no points. And a massive rebound there for Ziga Dimec. Rupnik. Yeah, Della Valle fouls Brown. That's his third. And Buducnost's third as well. Is he going out? You bet he is. Rather a tired shot there from Amedeo Della Valle, and a tired foul as well. In fact, he looks tired, doesn't he? Peter Popovic back in. Popovic, rather, back in. Brown in the post, defended by Cobbs. That's a great matchup. Brown on the fade. Brown, 5 points in next to no time. And Cedevita Olympia Ljubljana go in front. Timeout, Buducnost. Well, if Ryan Brown gets hot, Buducnost will have real problems. Just 4 points in 30 minutes last week for Ryan Brown. But tonight, in less than 8.5 minutes, 5 points and 3 rebounds as well for the number 15 for Cedevita Olympia. A much needed timeout for Buducnost Volley Podgorica. Remember, if Buducnost lose this, they have the daunting possibility, or daunting definite situation of being away at Bologna next week. Virtus Bologna yet to taste defeat. 11 from 11 for Bologna. And there's a 3-pointer which gave Buducnost a 3-point lead, but it all went horribly wrong after that, thanks mostly to Ryan Brown of Cedevita, an angry coach Golomac. This indeed is the angriest I've seen coach Jurisa Golomac this season. They haven't lost at home. And he doesn't like the prospect of losing here, but he is leading at the moment. 51-49, Cedevita by 2. It's Justin Cobb. Remember that Cedevita are in the penalty. Peter Popovic hands off to Cobbs. Cobbs inside, and he's going and won the foul. Edo Muric, the lane opened up. Cobbs made the most of it, scored, and he's got a bonus. And Justin Cobbs, a very, very good free throw shooter, 85.7. That's his percentage. And his first trip to the line tonight. Luka Mitrovic back in for Buducnost. Look at how the lane just opened up. Justin Cobbs gives Buducnost the lead. They led by 1 at half-time. They lead by 1 now with 70 seconds remaining in the third. Luka Rupnik defended by Cobbs. Cobbs goes behind the screen. Good hand by Petar Popovic, denied Ryan Brown. No doubt Petar Miovic, coach to Buducnost, has alerted the fact that if Ryan Brown gets hot, then Buducnost will have real problems. Brown to inbound. Jones finds Republic. No pass in there. Here's Brown. Ooh, that's a risky pass back to Republic inside. And the lead goes back to Cedevita. Great ball distribution. And Edo Muric inside again for his 12th point. He's the leading scorer in the game now. Leading by 1 against Amedeo Della Valle on the bench for Buducnost. Foul on the floor, but it's 2 shots. Republic can't understand why the foul was called. Looking and apologising for his 3rd foul. But he's going to stay on the floor. Nikola Ivanovic wants to get involved. Luka Mitrovic on the foul line. It's tied. Only 7th foul shot of the season, Mitrovic. He's made 4 of them. It's a snatchy shot. Oh, and the rebound, Melvin Ejim. And the foul, Zika Dimac disappointed there with the foul, but who let his opponent in there? Goodness me. I can only assume he just lost concentration for a second. Melvin Ejim on the foul line. And the lead back with Buducnost now. Ejim is an 89% free throw shooter. Ejim's on 5 points tonight, 2 from 3 from the line. And that's a sucker punch, really, letting Ejim in for the offensive rebound from the foul line there. Rupnik, a recent recruit for Cedevita. Brown. Yeah, they're not going to let him have an open shot. Rupnik is fouled. But no problem, that's not in the penalty. You might call that a good foul by Dražan Napic. Left on the shot clock, and Blasic back in for Cedevita, who trail by 2. And Danilo Nikolic back in as well for Buducnost. Perhaps with the assignment. No, it's Melvin Ejim who's marking Jaka Blasic. It's Blasic. Ejim almost fouled him. Blasic. Blasic lost the ball. That's his 5th turnover. On the turnaround. Well, 2 seconds. Ivanovic. Oh, almost on the buzzer. My apologies, it was Peter Popovic. Bit of a disaster there at the end of the 3rd quarter for Cedevita Olimpia Ljubljana. Another turnover by Jaka Blasic. But Buducnost couldn't quite. And easy 2 there for Edo Muric. So Cedevita will get us underway at the start of the 4th quarter. And here's Luka Rupnik, defended by Nikola Ivanovic. Rupnik. Oh, well, Edo Muric there, fortunate to get the ball back. Rupnik, 5 on the shot clock. Rupnik inside, high shot misses, and the rebound drops into the hands of Nikola Ivanovic. And on the break, that was blocked. Well, it went in though. Well, I think Jaka Blasic got a hand on the shot there, but it's a 4-point lead now. Petar Popovic on the break. Instant offense from Buducnost. Jaka Blasic is fouled. Fouled by Dražan Napic. I think that's his 3rd. It is indeed. Kendrick Perry back in for Cedevita. Luka Rupnik goes out. Oh, Coach Kolomac got all his big guns on now. Kendrick, Brown and Blasic. Oh my word. What on earth was that shot from Zika Dimac? Was he looking for the foul? The ball didn't even get 3 meters, 5 centimeters off the floor. On the old money, 10 feet. Melvin Ejim finds Ivanovic. Ivanovic loses Perry on the screen, and Perry stole the ball from him. And then the foul now. Was there an attempt for the ball? It wasn't a breakaway foul. Very close, but Ivanovic looking, well, disappointed with his own action there. That's his 4th. Will he go to the bench? There it is. Yeah, trying to bounce the ball through the passing lanes, and the passing lanes were filled. Mikhail Hopkins back in for cedevita. Saying, let's pass the ball around. Here's Kendrick Perry. Nice pass into Hopkins. Hopkins is fouled. Fouled by Melvin Ejim. Powerful play from Mikhail Hopkins. Taking it at Melvin Ejim for his second foul. Melvin Ejim got a bit to say for himself, the Canadian national team player. 11 points. He scored 11 points in the last 7 games. The referee's consulting. He's definitely a shooting foul, surely. No, not a shooting foul. Well, the referees looked at each other. Blasic to Perry. Perry defended by Ivanovic. Blasic for 3. Jaka Blasic punches the air as he takes cedevita within 1. Jaka Blasic, that's his third three-pointer. 3-point success from 6 attempts. Melvin Ejim, defended by Ryan Brown. Oh, Brown almost nicked it. Ivanovic, shot clock on 5. Ivanovic, Ejim, off balance Ejim. Oh, who got the ball? Well, eventually Mikhail Hopkins. It was bobbling around there. And Hopkins grateful to see it bounce up into his hands. Here's Kendrick Perry. Blasic in the corner. Hopkins. Good hands from Ivanovic. Perry inside to Hopkins for 2. Hopkins didn't get the drop, and that's a big rebound by Nikola Ivanovic. Good defense all round from Ivanovic. Oh, he's wide open for a second. And that hasn't happened very often. Popovic into Ejim. Oh, Ryan Brown came across too quickly. He saw the opportunity of stealing the ball. Instead of reaching up, he reached down. Look at frustration on the face of Ryan Brown for his second foul. That's only the first team foul against cedevita this quarter. There he is, he got there too quickly. Had him double teamed, and then he couldn't resist. Ivanovic defended by Perry. Popovic. Popovic goes inside, pulls up. Oh, who got the tip? Well, Ryan Brown, sorry, it was Jared Jones got the rebound. An extended arm almost. Kendrick Perry against Nikola Ivanovic. Perry inside. I'm not sure what Perry was thinking about there. Possibly looking for the foul. Ivanovic is fouled by Jared Jones pretty unceremoniously. There was no malice there. Jones just got there too late. Here we go. Bang. In another game, that might be called a no-arms tackle. Willie Reed back in for Buducnost. Dare I say, this game has wire written all over it. Yes, I dare. Ivanovic wants it back again. Can't get it into Ejim. Now he does. Good defense from Brown. Oh, lovely pass. And the 2 as well. What a shot from Luka Mitrovic. Well, I thought he was going to dunk it. He changed his mind and then drew the foul and laid it softly off the glass. 4th foul, Mikhail Hopkins. What a beautifully drawn foul by Luka Mitrovic. Here he comes, changes and gets the drop off the glass. Luka Mitrovic, 1.3 points a game normally, and tonight, 9 points, maybe 10 soon. That's a snatchy shot, but it goes in. What a time to have your best game of the season. It's a 4-point lead now for Buducnost. Here's Kendrick Perry. Perry inside, off the glass. Great left-handed shot from Kendrick Perry. Very courageous. Perry, only 1.85 m, going in amongst all those tall pines of Buducnost. And we have an offensive foul. Yeah, holding foul, hooking foul rather. Melvin Ejim puts his head in his hands and mutters a few oaths perhaps. His 3rd foul. It's called an NBA hook in some circles. Here's Jaka Blasic. Jones, not this time. Now I think that Mika Hopkins got the last touch there. Melvin Ejim, number 3 for Buducnost, is still thinking about that hooking foul at the other end. He's not happy. A little exchange there between Hopkins and Reed. Here's Nikola Ivanovic, still an age to go. Is someone going to break the game open? Ejim demanding the ball. Ivanovic, or Popovic, defended by Blasic. Ivanovic. Great ball distribution. That's a travel, surely. No, steps out of bounds, Melvin Ejim. Melvin Ejim, possibly needs, yeah. Might be a good move from Petar Mitrovic just to take him off for a few seconds and just calm him down. In fact, that's what happens. He used to be a coach, you know. Suad Sejovic back on, replacing Melvin Ejim. Good recognition there from coach Petar Mitrovic. Basketball coaches nowadays, well, every time have to be psychologists as well, you know. Kendrick Perry, Brown into Hopkins. Brown, 4 on the shot clock. Ryan Brown goes inside and gets his shot blocked. Now, did the game clock stop in time there? Well, he got the ball cleanly. Willie Reed, and less than a second to go. And the referee's just going to check that. Yep. The ball, the clock, the game clock did tick down. It kept going. And we have a timeout. 58 plays 60. The visiting side from Montenegro in the lead. Now, what has coach Jurisa Golemac got in the less than 1 second playbook? Top scorer in the game, Kendrick Perry, 13 points, with a PIR of 15. And the leading PIR man for Buducnost, with a PIR of 14, is Luka Mitrovic on 8 points, 2 rebounds, 3 steals. Now, what's referee Basang saying here to the table? Something about the clock, I think. It may tick back up to 1 or 2 seconds. At the moment, it's stuck on less than a second. And that's what Coach Basang has just told the Cedevita bench. It's gone back up to 1.7 seconds. So the 7 days magic moment. I wonder. Yeah, that was it. A lovely pass. The assist from Nikola Ivanovic, and Petar Popovic had the easy thing to do. And the 2 as well from Nikola Ivanovic. What a great assist there from Nikola Ivanovic. It's a thinking man's game. This is, you know, you can't get 2 hands on the ball, get anything on the ball. He tipped it to a teammate, and Petar Popovic had the layup. The 7 days magic moment. And our poor timekeeper is still struggling to reset the game clock. Or rather, reset the shot clock. It's end-line ball, possession to Cedevita Olympia. And it's 1.7 seconds remaining on the shot clock. You've got to get it in. Shoot it, Gerard Jones. For 3! That's a perfect play! Gerard Jones from 3-point range. Jones, that's his 3rd 3-pointer. And he gives the home side the lead. Ivanovic. Well, and eventually, and the foul, yeah. A smiling Sejovic there. Stopped the break. Had nothing. He couldn't do anything else. He stopped the break, and then, yeah, the coach is remonstrating with him, but Sejovic said, I couldn't do anything else. If I didn't do that, there was a break on. He knew. Yeah. A wicked look on his face there. And because Buducnost are in the penalty, it's 2 shots. It was a clumsy foul more than anything else, but a good foul nonetheless. Kendrick Perry misses. He's a 74% free throw shooter. Perry on 13 points. He's 5 from 8 now from the foul line. But he makes no mistake with the second. It's a 2-point lead now for Cedevita. And Buducnost in the penalty for a long time. Over 5 minutes, or 5 minutes remaining, and that's in the penalty. Sajovic finds Ivanovic. Mitrovic. Willie Reed inside, lovely too. Great footwork from Willie Reed to tie the scores. And a great pass as well. Willie Reed, that's just his 6th point. Brown finds Jones. Hopkins. Perry's having to work very hard. Ivanovic is all over him like the proverbial rash. And yeah, Perry draws the foul. Kendrick Perry, and the foul, Willie Reed. Willie Reed, double teapot stance with his 3rd foul, saying, what else could I do, coach? Here we go. Yeah, a little bump. So Kendrick Perry on the foul line again. He missed his first a few seconds ago. Bit of a catapulting action there from Kendrick Perry. Bows his body and fires up. Two from 2 for a 2-point lead for Cedevita Olimpia Ljubljana. Here's Nikola Ivanovic. Oh, look at the faces of the players on the bench. Concentration, perhaps even frustration. Ivanovic for 3. Ivanovic at no points. Who got the rebound? Buducnost handed. Here's Ivanovic again. Mitrovic. Sajovic hesitated and he was fouled. Well, that's a good foul drawn indeed by Suad Sajovic, the elder brother in the Sajovic clan. Look at this. Yeah, he knew that Brown was there still, and Brown couldn't resist, just putting his hand in there. So it's a 3-shot foul. And Justin Cobbs comes back in for Buducnost. Suad Sajovic has only taken 4 free throws so far this season. Good with the first. To take his team to within 1. He's got 2 more. Snatchy shot. It goes in, so who's complaining? Certainly not Coach Petar Mijovic. That's great free throw shooting, under pressure as well. It's a 1-point lead now for Buducnost as Edo Muric comes back in. And Ryan Brown, who committed that foul a few seconds ago, goes out with slumped shoulders. Kendrick Perry, defended by Nikola Ivanovic. Under 4 minutes. Jaka Blasic into the corner for Jared Jones. Oh, well, I thought Jared Jones bounced it on his own foot, but he bounced it on the feet of the size 14 foot of Luka Mitrovic. It's a thinking man's game. It's like chess, but with pieces that can think for themselves. Hopkins for 2, wide open. Mikael Hopkins for his 7th point. The assist from Kendrick Perry. The lead back with the home side. Ivanovic, defended by Jaka Blasic. Inside for the alley-oop, great pass from Ivanovic. And the lead back with Buducnost. And Willie Reed throws it down. Another magic moment in this round 2 game in the top 16. Jaka Blasic. No pass in there. Good defense from Justin Cobbs. Perry. Justin Jones for another 3. Justin Jones, what a game he's having. That's his Fourth three-pointer from 7 attempts, 14 points now for Justin Jones. 1 point last week, and what a game he's having this week. Ivanovic. Reed inside, and the rebound Mitrovic. And he's tied the scores again. Great offensive rebounding from Buducnost. Nothing separating these two Group G teams here in the top 16. Here's Jaka Blasic. Jaka Blasic pulls up for three. And is it going to drop? No. Who's got the rebound? The rebound is Mitrovic. Very speculative shot there from Jaka Blasic. Justin Cobbs defended by Blasic. 2-minute mark. Cobbs, is he going to pull up for the jumper? Jones switches on him. Cobbs misses. Now that came off Mitrovic's flailing hand. Yeah, that's good teamwork. Good work there from Luka Mitrovic. Tapped the head of Justin Cobbs and said, "Don't worry, that was a good attempt." Oh my word, wire, it's written all over this game. Kendrick Perry, frustration on the face of Petar Mijovic. Gerard Jones, Hopkins. Hopkins defended by Reed. Here's Perry again. Shot clock on 6. Kendrick Perry finds Jaka Blasic. On the fade, and the rebound. Well, Gerard Jones says he was being held by Mitrovic, but the shot clock buzzer beat Cedevita. 80 seconds remaining in regulation. Here's Ivanovic. Reed setting a screen for him. Perry going behind the screen. Petrovic. And the foul, Gerard Jones, he had to foul him. But Cedevita not in the penalty yet. That's end line ball. Shot clock reset to 14. That's a good foul by Gerard Jones. He knew that Reed was about to throw it down. Well, they are in the penalty. Willie Reed. Very jerky action. For a 70.8% free throw shooter. Willie Reed on 8 points. He hasn't scored yet from the foul line in 2 attempts. He has now, though. Buducnost by 1, ticking down to the last minute of regulation. Kendrick Perry. Well, I said to myself at the start of this game, this has wire written all over it. Hopkins sets the screen for Perry. The three-pointer is good for Edo Muric. Timeout Buducnost. And look at the face there of Edo Muric. My word, the 29-year-old Slovenia national team player has just nailed his 3rd three-pointer from 6 attempts to give the home side a 72-70 lead. Timeout Buducnost. Well, what a great game we've had so far in this Group G in the top 16 of the 7 days Euro Cup, and it's not done yet. Buducnost have led for most of the game. Look at the faces of the Cedevita players there. Concentration 100%. There's the pass from Kendrick Perry and the three-pointer from Edo Muric. Muric moves on to 15 points. He's 3 from 6 from distance. Muric averaging 8.5 points a game. And tonight, he's nearly doubled that. Into the last minute of this round 2 game in the top 16. Both teams in the penalty. Cedevita, Olimpia Ljubljana, undefeated at home this season in the Euro Cup. Danilo Nikolic to inbound. Man who grew up with the Buducnost club. And here's Ivanovic. And here is Justin Cobbs. 46 seconds remaining in regulation. Ivanovic defended by Jakub Blasic. Nikolic. Shot clock on 5. Ivanovic takes it inside and lays it up and misses. It's a 2-shot foul. Ivanovic can't believe that didn't drop. But he's got 2 shots. A foul, Gerard Jones, that's his 4th. Will we see a situation where this game goes to overtime and those fouls count up? Yeah, the foul from behind by Gerard Jones. Jakub Blasic thought he'd got a hand on it. Now, Nikolic, an 85% free throw shooter. Ironically, a man who grew up with the Mornar Bar Club, another great Montenegrin club. Oh, it dropped out. My word. Now, the last time we were here, or a recent visit to the foul line, Buducnost got an offensive rebound and an easy 2 and a foul. Now, Cedevita Olimpia Ljubljana must box out this to make it a 1-point game, which he does. That may be a good thing. The shot clock has been turned off. It's a 1-point lead for Cedevita Olimpia Ljubljana. Having calmed down, Melvin Ejim is back in for Buducnost. So too is Ryan Brown for Cedevita. What's he saying? I'll inbound it. Leave it to me. And he's got a choice of 2 super guards to give it to, either Kendrick Perry or Jakub Blasic. No, change of mind. There's a problem with the substitution here. Brown can't be subbed in. Luka Rupnik can, though. I have no idea why. Referee Basang is just going across to check with the table there. I'm not sure what's happening here. Why can't Ryan Brown come in? Was the request made before the foul shot? That's what the question is, I think. Golomatch is saying, I did ask, you know. Well, Ryan Brown wants to get back in there. I don't think he's going to, though. Rupnik is. Hey, why me? Why can't I go in, says Ryan Brown. Gerard Jones to inbound. It's a 1-point lead for the home side in green. Cedevita with just under 24 seconds remaining. You've got to get it in. There it is. There's the foul. Good foul by Justin Cobbs. Now, Justin Cobbs, is that his 5th? No, it's his 4th. But on the foul line, we have Jakub Blasic, who is a 71% free throw shooter. Jakub Blasic, his first trip to the line tonight. He's on 9 points so far, which is well below his average. There's the foul. Tried to step through the gap. Ryan Brown can come in now if Cedevita want him to. And so too, back in, Nikola Ivanovic. Peter Popovic goes out. Jakub Blasic with 2 shots. Oh, I thought that was going to miss. That's a long, long shot. Ziga Dimec, this to make it a 2-point lead. Ziga Dimec can't bear to look. Jakub Blasic makes it a 2-point lead. Timeout. Timeout Buducnost. Are they going to look for a 3-pointer, or are they just going to look for a 2 and think about overtime? There are a lot of players in foul trouble. Hopkins is on 4 for Cedevita. So too Gerard Jones. Justin Cobbs on 4, as indeed is Nikola Ivanovic for Buducnost. It's a 2-point lead. 73 plays 71. And the shot clock being turned off at the end of the 4th quarter. Round 2 of the top 16 of the 7 Days Eurocup in this Group G. The favourites play tomorrow. The favourites to win the group, that is Virtus Bologna. They take on Bourg-en-Bresse, who lost heavily last week. But if Cedevita win this, then there'll be two teams on played 2, won 1, lost 1. That's a big if at the moment, though. They lead by 2, but Buducnost have possession. 73 plays 71 with 22.6 seconds remaining in regulation. Jaka Blasic disappointed, having missed that first foul shot. Ryan Brown back in now for Cedevita. So too Suad Sejovic, very experienced Montenegrin for Buducnost. 33 years of age, vastly experienced. No, it's going out again. And back in comes Amedeo Della Valle. Della Valle on 11 points. 22.6 seconds remaining in regulation. There's a problem with the table. Now, are they going to... Yeah, they've allowed Della Valle to stay in, or have they? Justin Cobbs is going out. Well, now this is a situation. Was the substitution request made at the right time? That's what the referees are discussing. Joseph Bassang there, a Frenchman on the right. Very, very experienced referee. We'll sort this one out. Asking for when the substitution request was made. I suspect they would like Della Valle in preference to Sejovic. There's a big difference in experience, but in shooting prowess, I think they would rather have Della Valle on as opposed to Sejovic. Confrontation or consultation here between Ryan Brown and coach Jurisa Golomach. Who am I marking, says Brown. And the referee saying, yeah, you can make the substitution now. Do not violate that line. Della Valle is indeed in. Here's Justin Cobbs. Now they need a 3-pointer to go in front. They need a 2 to tie the scores, they being Buducnost. Henry Perry is marking Justin Cobbs. Here's Cobbs taken inside, pulls up for the jumper and misses it, and the rebound is, and the foul, instant foul there by Melvin Ejim. I think he's gone, Melvin Ejim. No, that's his 4th. Well, it's 2 shots though. It's 2 shots to Cedevita. There's the shot from Justin Cobbs, it came out. And the rebound grabbed by Edo Muric. What a game Muric is having. 15 points for a PIR of 11. And this is first trip to the line tonight. Hopkins back in on those 4 fouls. Edo Muric on the foul line for 2 with 2.9 seconds. If he gets them both, well, Buducnost has got to score twice. That's cool. That certainly is cool. Edo Muric. 16 points to him now, the 29-year-old. He's a 55% free throw shooter normally. Well, he missed. They need a 3 to take it to overtime. Great game here at the Stoici Arena. And Cedevita Olimpia Ljubljana stay unbeaten on their home court. What a game we've had here in Group G of the top 16 of the 7 days Eurocup, as the coaches and the players exchange pleasantries. A game played with great sporting attitudes. But Buducnost lose by 3. Cedevita Zagreb 74.